Right on time.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, come on, come in.
You silly.
Damn. Yeah. We should get the notice in a second. It should be the little thing from the pop up in the corner. Should be in 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Wait for the little thing to pop up in the corner. There you go. We got somebody in here too.
I
Oh,
think
there you go. We live.
it just popped. Yup.
Mm-hmm.
It just popped up.
There you go. We got somebody in here too.
Hold on. I had to cut it down. It's cut down now.
Okay.
Let's see how everybody doing on this Father's Day. Oh, we got three up in here. You know what's funny?
Okay.
Me and my brother and my family used to religiously every year celebrate Tupac's birthday today. We would always celebrate it. I found out some disturbing news about him, about his whole situation. And ain't no shit with no kids or nothing like that crazy, but I said, nah, I ain't gonna be celebrating his birthday no more.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, it's deep, baby. Oh, you don't want to talk about it. Look, I'd rather you keep the
Something
image you
happened
got.
when y'all were celebrating it? Like a
Nah,
Tupac
nah.
figure came in the house? Some shit?
I figured out something that I found out some information about Tupac that came out.
Oh, it fucked up.
Yeah, it just messed up everything about what I knew about him. So I said, you know
Mm.
what? I won't be telling this story to nobody else. But he didn't hurt no kids or no shit like that. So it wasn't nothing like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, we look like we had four, then it dropped back down to two. So let me see.
Yeah, it's gonna jump up. We got one light. Appreciate the light, y'all. What's good? They said TV. Good morning. Hey, what
Hey,
up, brother? How you doing?
what's going
We
on? They
here
said
for it today. We here for it. Y'all know what time it is.
it's midday. As P said,
Midday.
midday.
What's good? Samson, what's good, buddy?
What's up, Samson?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bro, tell him about the audio from last night. Remember, I was telling you that we
Samson,
couldn't. Yeah,
you gonna come up here when she send you the thing when you go to click on and they you put your name in and all that stuff. When it asks you for access to your visual, you say yes, and when it asks you for access to your voice, you say yes. You have to say that so it allow you to your voice to be projected on YouTube or on the StreamYard, whichever one we be on.
right. Because I was the only person that could hear him, and I could hear him because
Damn.
I'm on the live with him, but he didn't open his mic up for the people on the
Yeah.
platform to hear. Okay, got it. Okay, cool.
Facts.
All right. What you cooking? They said what's going on, NYC Angel? They said TV said they were
And
cooking.
he
What you
said, then
cooking?
that. Damn. I don't know. Who said who cooking? I'm up cooking, cleaning and cooking.
And
Oh yeah,
cleaning.
they said TV. He doing everything.
Yup.
In NYC Angel.
And you see what
I
Samson
didn't see
said?
those
He said he didn't see
options.
them options.
Dang, they usually pop up on the middle of your screen. Like when I just did, then I had to answer those things. Yeah.
Take a screenshot of it, bro. So next time you go on here, because I don't know
All
what
right.
y'all seeing. So just take a
Okay.
screenshot of it. T-bone and
T-bone
salad. That
salad.
sounds real nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cause my son is this is his Father's Day as well. My son's Father's Day is today. This is technically his second Father's Day, but his daughter was too little last year to even do something with him. But now she's almost two, so she's highly aware of what's going on. So might be taking a trip down to the Chattahoochee River for a little bit of sitting out there grilling a little bit. My boys are anglers, so they might throw their rod out there in that water. I don't know. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
see though.
Mm-hmm.
But it's right beside my house. It's like a 10-minute drive, so it's right beside my house. Okay, we got five people up in this piece.
Mm-hmm. We're here with 4 lights. I like that. Get the light. We 5 for 5. Can we get 5 for 5? It seems to be a different platform than the last one I was on.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's different from the stream.
StreamYard.
The
Yeah.
StreamYard.
But don't worry, I'm gonna have StreamYard back up in a minute anyway. So this right here is
Yeah.
just a fast way for me to do it.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out, bro. Don't worry.
Hmm.
Definitely want you heard.
Yep, definitely, and very important, especially when you got some stuff to say. I'm gonna give
Mm-hmm.
them. I'm gonna give them another 30 seconds. We're gonna go ahead and just go ahead and start because we almost 6 minutes in.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so bro, he wasn't in on the last live. I was just recapping him on the live and just saying it was just talking about some of the details of the case that seem to be still misunderstood throughout the community.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of this stuff is very important that you understand it the way it is, because if you understand it the way it really was, it'll have you able to make a better mental decision as to
Mm-hmm.
what's real and what's not real. Because if you
Yep.
don't know who said what and who left the house with who and all of that stuff, it's just like people just talking at you, and you ain't gonna believe that this girl never made it to this hotel. You're gonna still think that everything happened at the hotel, and that's the thing I'm trying to get through everybody's. I want to penetrate through everybody's heads that she didn't
Mm-hmm.
make it there. And at one point, I thought she at least made it there, but she was dead when they brought her. I thought at least she made it there. Now I'm realizing there's no evidence that even shows that she was ever there. The only thing we had to say she was there was the freezer photos. Now we know the
Mm-hmm.
freezer photos are edited. Those are edited as well. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, what the hell? This girl, we can't get no audio, video, we can't get no surveillance, no lives, no pictures, no nothing. Now we got edited freezer photos. Like, what the
Mm-hmm.
hell? So that's the reason why I've come to a safe assumption in my mind that this girl never made it there, not even deceased. Because if that's the case, why they have to edit these fucking freezer photos so bad? Like, why would they do that to the photos? Why put her on the freezer floor that she was never on? And we can definitely prove that. That's some evidence that we can't. Listen, all the people in the community that don't agree with what was being said over here, I bet you won't none of them challenge them damn freezer photos. I bet you they won't challenge that. They ain't gonna challenge that because they can't explain it. But as y'all can see, the name of this live is called Text Lies and Alibis. Instead of sex lies, I said text lies and alibis. And what I wanted to do on this one, and I wanted to be kind of I know people are doing stuff and cleaning and cooking and stuff, but if you're able to chime in the comments, I really would like for y'all to do that, because it's important that we talk about what we believe took place, because what you're gonna essentially find out is everybody was exposed to different information, totally different information, depending on when you came into the case, depending on who you listen to, and what your computer threw out as far as your videos are concerned. Even if you look for Kenneka Martin and then search for Kenneka Jenkins, you're gonna get different videos from different people. It's gonna come up differently. So just know that these all these years we've been doing this research, it's still
Mm-hmm.
content creators that I've never heard of. I still be watching videos online, and people that I ain't never seen in my life made videos
Facts.
6 years ago about her. And I'm like, damn, how I didn't see this person. But I know how I
Mm-hmm.
didn't see it. But it's just kind of funny because the fuckery got through. The people that was doing weird stuff and spinning narratives and stuff like that, those people got through. Their videos were known. But then it's people with really good information, really sound videos that really make sense, that were created in the beginning, that got lost in the shuffle. And we don't and unless you somebody like they said TV, they said TV can pull up any damn thing from any time frame because they got the
Mm-hmm.
information already saved. But somebody like me, I've been around just as long as I was there since September the 10th of 2017. But it still doesn't matter how long you've been around. It's how much you open your mind up to, and how diverse your searching was, how many people you listened to and didn't listen to.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't listen to a lot of people because a lot of this shit didn't make sense to me. I gravitated towards what made sense to me. And I would assume that everybody did the same thing. I would say so, bro. How did you start your search when you first heard about the case? How did you start your search? Who were you listening to, and what brought you to the case, and who were you listening to when you first got involved with the case?
When I first got involved, I think you told me his name, Rico. I heard him on Facebook,
Uh huh.
but I was looking for him on YouTube and I couldn't find him on YouTube really. So I end up finding Beach Beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I ended up finding Beach Beauty, and I was watching her. And she was going through like pretty much all of the footage, all through the footage, and she was finding like people, um, you know what I mean, like where people was carrying people. She had stuff that looked like by a pool with it looked like security holding somebody in a jean jacket. I couldn't say it was Kenneka. All I can see is that description of the jean jacket and the blue pants, and it just looked like it. So you never know who it was. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was the fact that it looked like something was going on there. You know what I mean? I just didn't know what it was. So I even went as far as trying to contact her before.
Beach
When I
Beauty.
was, yeah, tried to contact her and reach out to her. And she said it was her, but then she never really responded back much after that. But I
Right.
didn't want to aggravate her. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, yeah, I think I see a little bit of what you're saying in here. But then after that, that's when I found Trey Game, and he had that little police person on it. For some reason, I thought that was P Rico,
Mhm.
but it wasn't.
Mhm.
So that's how I got the Trey Game. And then I just started listening to him. You know, he had different. His word structure wasn't always right, but it
Mhm.
seemed like he was trying to get to the bottom of the case when I got there. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's the same thing I can say about my journey. My journey started off with me just looking at random videos and just being disturbed honestly by what I was seeing. It was something weird about how I felt when I looked at the videos. So I just started cutting the volume down. I wouldn't even listen. I would just watch the videos. And my
Hmm.
oldest son was telling me that he could tell that the video was edited, and he started explaining to me about the amount of frames per second when a
Hmm.
motion picture's in motion. He was like, I'm gonna show you how you can tell when a frame is then removed and replaced or it's just totally missing. And he started clicking through the frames and stuff and was like, okay, right here, you see this is removed. Okay, you see how this one jumped? This is in a sequence. Somebody's editing this person walking. And I was like, what? And then I could see it was blurry, but to technically see, have my son at the time, I think he might have been 18, not 10 age clinic, he was 19. Um, just telling me what he saw in the video without having any knowledge of it and not even listening to it. Just me
Hmm.
watching these videos and he like click, 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 like, you see this, Mom? This is called ghosting. Ghosting is when you duplicate a frame and it looks like the same thing's happening
Mm.
twice. And I was like, damn. So I knew that whatever I was feeling, I was right about. So I wasn't even really watching the videos. I was just simply looking at, I mean, I was watching the video, I wasn't listening to the videos. I was just looking at them or whatever. And then every now and then I would cut it on. And the people that seemed to be analytical and kind of strategic were the people that I listened to. Like, number one, the first person I remember contacted was Gray Hughes. I actually reached out to Gray Hughes. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know how he was. I didn't even know that he was even helping Crown Plaza, because we found out later on that he actually was helping Crown Plaza. Is what I gathered, information that I have. But
Yeah.
anyways, I contacted him. Yeah, I contacted him and I told him, I said, hey, something up with this video. He was like, what you mean? Because he responded back like, what you mean? I said, the ramp scene, the girls on the ramp scene. I said that scene is edited, and I can easily tell that it's edited. Hey, 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 Lucky, Lady Lucky,
Lady Luck.
welcome
Yeah,
back,
Lady Luck.
baby.
I
So
beat.
I was telling him, I said, I can tell that this ramp scene is edited because these girls start off walking backward. They're walking up the ramp
Mm.
backward. And he was like, what? I said, yes. I said, they're walking up this ramp backward. And I said, and when you get to the middle, look like they're carrying something, and then on the end you could clearly see Shamaya's back is turned and she's looking behind her. So this isn't one frame. This isn't one video, them just walking up the ramp. This is bullshit. They're turned backward. He's like, well, if you
Mhm.
think they turn backward, you stupid. It's what the motherfucker said. He said, you stupid. I was like, what the
Mm.
fuck? So at that point, I realized that Gray Hughes didn't want to hear shit I said about that video, and he kicked it down. And I was like, listen, I can give you the exact seconds on the video. He's like, man, I don't want to hear that. These girls ain't walking backward. And when he said that, I was like, you motherfucker. Like, I know you could see that. So why would you say that? Because I didn't know
Mm.
him. I didn't know him. I reached out to him. John Q. Reached out to John Q. John Q seemed to be
Mm.
extremely organized, analytical. And then got
Mm.
some weird information about him. Didn't know whether to believe it or not. Just, just still watching though, not really caring about it, but just really just trying to get what I could out the videos. And then from there, of course, I ran in the straight drop and I watched his videos, just watching his videos to see what he had to say. And then quite a few people that I was watching, but never did hone in on nobody. I never just gravitated solely to one person. The first person I can tell you I gravitated towards was 54 Keys. She was the very first person that I really listened to, and how her mind worked and how she thought about things was the same way I saw shit. So I like her. I liked her for that. Now she was covering different cases after a while, but I still watched her. Like I waited for her to come on. It was like the highlight when 54 drop a video. I'm the first motherfucker to hop on it and press the button because I wanted to hear what she had to say because she's so damn smart. And then I ended up running into Trey. And the same thing. I didn't necessarily agree with everything he said, but to me, he seemed extremely genuine and determined to get down to the bottom of what was happening. So I started listening. And as a result of my listening, I started hearing things that he was talking about that I knew about. So I ended up contacting him, Facebook, leaving him a recording. And after he heard the recording, he was like, "Listen, you gotta get up here and talk. Like, there's no way that you can't talk. You gotta talk to these people." And I was like, "Well, I don't want nobody to hear my voice. I don't want nobody." He's like, "Nah, I can change your voice if you want me to. I ain't gotta show your face, but you gotta talk. You gotta talk. You got too much information." And that's how our journey together started in 2020. So that's how we started. And one thing about the channel that I can tell you that I appreciated was that I met a lot of people on Trey's channel. I met a lot of people that looked forward to being on the live and hearing what was going on. And when I knew that I had to do more than just sit in the comments and be a moderator and just talk in the comments, I knew I had to get up there and actually speak because it wasn't working. The information wasn't getting to the people fast enough. It wasn't working. I knew I had to speak up. So then I had to speak up. So that's how my avatar became. I didn't even name myself. I didn't even name myself no fucking T Slay. I don't even know where the name came from. I think I put T on the damn screen and somebody said Slay. That's then Trey calling me T Slay. So y'all really could thank Trey for my name because I don't even know where the hell the name came from. I didn't make it up. So and during that time, I gained a lot of people's respect that heard me and understood that I was passionate about it and could also relate to some of the information that I was giving them. Now, mind you, I had people that really did not fuck with me for whatever reason. They just never did. And they still bother me today. I still get people from Trey's channel to come over to this channel right now and pop shit to me right now. I be blocking bitches left and right. And I don't mind blocking people. I don't give a fuck. I don't want nobody over here talking to me crazy. And I'm not finna go back and forth with nobody because I've done that enough as well. So if you come over here talking stupid, I'm gonna block your ass. I'm just gonna block you. I'm gonna take your ass off. You can watch in the bushes, but you won't get to talk. You can create some more pages, but you ain't gonna talk to me up here. And I'm gonna keep on blocking your ass because
Oh
I'm not
no,
gonna argue with
yeah.
nobody. I ain't arguing with nobody. He said during the same time, there was another guy who erased all of his videos and exchanged his content name. Islam We Trust. Yeah, I think Islam We Trust might still be up there.
Yeah, but his name might have been something else before it became Islam We Trust, is what I
Oh,
think he
got
said.
it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay, y'all. Yeah, and it was a couple of ladies, man. It was some women. It was a couple of women that I really, really listened to and really liked. But overall, all I wanted to do was to make sense of what was going on. And I realized early on that everybody's information was so different. And I'm just like, why is everybody information so different? And why is there so much inconsistency with this case? Then I started realizing that people were doing shit intentionally to confuse you with fake text messages, fake Facebook accounts, um, being coming in the comment section, being fake.
Oh, he said he can't find any of his videos anymore. Then Slide We Trust took down everything. Maybe you been on that recently, sis, to see his stuff.
Nah, I ain't been on his page in a long time, but
Yeah.
I ain't watched him in years, but I have watched him before. He talked kind of
Hmm.
slow to me. He talks real,
Yeah,
real slow. So I'm like, my patience is thin, but I watched him and listened to him before. Yeah, they ain't no
that's
problem.
the
But
real light skinned boy, right? The
yeah,
real light
with the
skinned
with
boy.
the bushy hair, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he
Yeah,
might be gone.
I seen some of his stuff.
I mean, shit, Mike Larry left for a little while, and he ended up coming back to the scene and not really wanting to talk about Kenneka. It was like a lot of people came and went, and people just didn't see the value of covering this case when so many people that was antagonizing them and coming up against them and starting shit with them and messing with them, that people was like, this is some weird shit. Why am I even covering this case anymore? Because I'm not getting nowhere. The mom called the protest off. It don't seem like we getting nowhere with this. Why am I subjecting myself through this kind of shit? And it's no reward for this. What am I doing this for? And people just genuinely said fucking and walked off. That's exactly what took place.
Yeah,
So
it's a lot of trolls around this case. You know what I mean?
right. Yeah. So if you was in it for anything other than trying to help her, you probably fell off. Even if you was in it to help her,
Yeah.
you still could have fell off. It happened. Yeah, and I love Rebel TV. Oh my gosh, I am a big Rebel TV fan. You just do not know. I wish I could find him. I would love to talk to him. But I think I learned my lesson with talking to people. I don't think I want to contact nobody else, bro. I ain't gotta know. Teach life for to stay in her motherfucking place. I ain't finna contact no more content creators unless they come over here looking for me. I'm not hunting nobody down because the shit never ends well for me. It always goes left. So
Oh
I
Lord.
think I'm gonna keep that to myself. I changed my mind. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to do it.
Good thing I wasn't no content creator.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? Build it, and they will come. Hey, Samson, you ain't lied. You ain't lied. What's up, all of y'all in the chat? All eight. It was 9 of y'all. We got 6 likes. I'm appreciating all of it. You know, we appreciate y'all. I know
Mm-hmm.
we've been busy, y'all. We've been busy. You know how life be life, but we definitely here for this content.
Always. So that's how I want to do it, y'all. This is how we're gonna do it. If y'all want to rock
Mhm.
with me, or y'all got a better suggestion, we can rock however y'all want to rock. So right now, I want to go over. I want to go over Shemaya's statement again. I got to do it again. It's for a reason. And I also want to remind you guys that Shemaya never done a phone dump. If they did get Shemaya's phone dump, they never gave it to us. So I'm gonna
Mm,
go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead on out on a limb and say they didn't want a phone dump. Shemaya's phone dump was not gonna support what everybody was saying. Let me repeat that one more time, guys. Listen to me good,
mhm.
please. Shemaya's phone dump was not going to support their story.
With that intent, sis, with that intent, that means the police had to know the story, not to get her phone dumped, but to get everybody else dumped because they knew it wouldn't comply with what they was already saying.
Absolutely. And
Hmm.
the first key factor is she was at the police station at 4:45 on September the 9th giving a statement. This is in stark contrast to anything we've ever been told.
There you
Because we
go.
were told that Teresa called down there, was down there at 7 something in the morning. So Maya and her mama beat Teresa to the police station. Now, let me be clear on this. If anybody would rather look at the video footage and take the video footage over these fucked up statements, because they're not really statements either. If you would rather look at the video and lead and give credence to the video over the statement, I don't know what kind of fucking, I don't know where you fell and bumped your fucking head. We know for a fact the videos are fucked up, date, time, stamp wise, and everything. We know that. But if you read Shemaya's statement and listen to her statement flows perfectly.
Hmm.
They didn't want Maya's phone records. Maya's phone records was not going to support their narrative that they were trying to push. And also, they couldn't get Maya's phone on the 9th because there was no case file for Kenneka being a missing person yet. Her mother they went down there before Teresa filed the report with Rosemont. Now, over here, we know that Rosemont is not the first police department that was involved in Kenneka's case. We know that it was Park Ridge.
Fast.
But Maya went to
Get
Rosemont.
true. Yeah.
Do you want to know why Maya went to Rosemont instead of going to Park Ridge?
Mm-hmm.
Because Maya wasn't with them at the Marriott. And she wasn't
Mm-hmm.
with them out west. They took that girl to Crown Plaza.
We'll talk crazy, sis.
Hmm.
Talk crazy, sis.
Oh yeah, you
It's
crazy.
not real crazy. That's my battle
No,
rap talk. Sorry,
no,
I
I
know my
got you. No,
battle
no, no,
rap
no, no.
song.
I got you. I got you. I got you. I know. I totally got it. I totally got it. So they couldn't do a phone dump on Maya that night. What were they dumping her phone for? Her statement was made at 4:45 on September the night before the mom even got made the call to Rosemont PD. That threw everything off. And then if you listen to her statement and read her statement, she said earlier that evening on September the 8th, she's indicating that something happened on September the 8th, not the 9th.
Mm.
So if you want to know how Maya is in the video and at the police department, that's child's play. That's child's play. Two things that either had to happen. Either the video footage that we're seeing is dated wrong, or she actually went down there to Crown Plaza to make that footage after all this shit went on.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, Maya might have made her videos after they pulled Kenneka from the fucking freezer already.
Mm-hmm.
We know that videos were still being shot down there. We have the evidence of that. We got Timothy Delaney in the lobby with no haircut and got him in the casting room with a haircut. And we know when he got his haircut. I got to keep telling y'all that because I want y'all to understand that this is the only way for us to determine a timeline because every fucking body is lying.
Yes, come on, sis. Bring it together, sis.
Yes, dead ass. So with that being said, you have to look around the evidence and see the other shit that's going on. Like this statement. Kenneka asked me, "Can you come to my party?" And I told you no. To your face, I told you no. On my son, I told you no.
And why would she say that?
Because the party where they was having this situation wasn't Irene's party.
Mm-hmm.
The same party she telling Irene to turn that op ass music off. Do
And
y'all
that
think
check
that
this
goes
is.
for that? Go ahead, baby.
All right, we got Samson in the chat. He say, and the rest of the info from her phone that her mama held hostage. That's when you were saying they didn't use Maya's phone dump because it wouldn't have fit the narrative, and saying
Mm-mm.
they didn't use the rest of what was in Kanika's phone because it wouldn't have fit the narrative either. That's what Samson's saying when her mom held the phone dump. You
Very,
know what I mean?
very much likely. And Teresa had that phone, and she didn't
Uh-huh.
turn it over right away. There's
Yeah.
search warrants and shit from when she turned the phone over. Now the next statement he said is, "Where
Okay.
do you think Maya was when she was in the hotel? When she okay? Where do you think Maya was when she was in a hotel with Monifa? Then in Irene Live, then in Ty Live. I mean, ask again, baby. I'm sorry. You said, where do you think Maya was when she was in the hotel with Monifa? So you asking me, what do I think Maya was when she was walking around the hotel with Monifa? What hotel was that?
No,
Or
no,
maybe,
for no, 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 no. Yeah, well, in the hotel, but I think he meaning it like then he said then in Irene and then in Ty's live. I'm thinking like it was my Maya in Ty's live and Irene live with Monifa.
oh, it's what he's asking.
I think
Um,
that's what he asking because we kind
got
of
it.
know she was in the hotel in the footage. We if
Okay.
then that part could be sis because what if okay, what date we got on her making the Park Ridge what's her name?
My
Fl-
to my
Maya.
Lenore, Lenore.
Maya.
Oh,
Maya.
Maya didn't go to Park Ridge at all. She went to Rosemont.
Okay, I'm saying when she all right, when Maya went to the police station.
Mm-hmm. September the 9th.
Yeah, all right, she went to there the ninth.
Yeah. So let me give you the time. I
The
didn't give you the time
morning.
too.
Yeah.
Brock,
Hey, Brock.
what's popping, Brock? Okay, so this is the timeline. This is something that we can definitively say, and it's pretty accurate as anything is in this case. The most accurate information that we can even substantiate. To be honest with you, so if
Yeah.
if Maya them made it to the police department by 4:45, they was making a statement out, and they called and requested an escort from the police.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I'm looking at the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
If they got to Maya's mama's house at 4:15 to pick them up, made it back to Rosemont PD by 4:45 to make this statement, that means that Shamaya mother them had to call Rosemont PD around 3:45 because it's a 30-minute drive from Rosemont to my mama's house. So I say 3:45 they make the phone call. 4:15 they were at the residence picking them up. About 4:45, 30 minutes later, they back at the precinct making a statement. So this would have started out at 4:30, 4:45 in the morning is the time that I'm believing that they made the call to Rosemont PD to report what Shamaya knew. Period. Fucking period. Nothing else to talk about. Now, where am I getting this from? I'm getting it directly from the statement, which is what I'm going to read right now.
Go ahead.
1 second.
And that's on the 9th in the morning.
Yes, 4:45 in the morning.
Not on the night of the party.
Okay, so Kenneka, the party Kenneka went to was from the 7th through the 8th.
Okay.
Maya went to the police department at 4 a.m. on the 9th. So 4 hours after midnight on Friday, she was already at the police department making a statement.
And I really
So at this point, look at like this right here. Kenneka would have left the crib at 4:40, 11:30 on Thursday. So 11:30 on Friday would have made 24 hours. And then you got to add 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, like 7 more hours to that. So she was gone for like 24, 25, 6, 7, like 30 something hours at this point. She had left the crib at 30. She left the house at 30 hours before this time frame. We rolling up on the 36 hours that we talked about last night. Because they found Kenneka midday, her body midday, allegedly found her midday. That's 36 hours from when she left the crib. So Maya is actually talking about an incident that happened earlier Friday night. Now remember, Maya's telling a story about going with them in a car with Kenneka to Crown Plaza. And we know that it wasn't Kenneka in the car with her. We know that's not Kenneka. And how do I know it's not Kenneka? Because she's saying that she didn't even know where they were going. So am I to assume, or do y'all want me to assume that Kenneka was driving her mama's car and Maya in the back seat, clueless, not knowing where the fuck they going? They end up at the hotel and she ain't saying, "Neat, where we going?" Because she said in the statement that she didn't have no idea they were going until they got to the hotel. So am I to believe that no conversation took place? So you mean to tell me she left with Monifa, she picked you up, she picked Bree up, she got a Bluetooth speaker, she got some liquor, she got some weed, she got a pill, and she got to the hotel. And all these motherfucking stops, nobody told you nothing.
And what she doing, sis? What she doing right here is she's blending, right? So when she got in the car, no Kenneka, she was told to say that Kenneka was there, so she did, right?
Right.
But when she got in the car, it wasn't no talking. It was silent. She didn't know where it was going because Bree was driving.
You better say it.
You see, because Bree was driving, picking her up to take her back so they could, I think, do that reenactment, and they stopped at a gas station.
That's absolutely what the hell happened. Now, I asked you guys this question: how much time would they have needed with the fake Kenneka or the real Kenneka to lead to? Let's talk about their timeline, guys. Let's talk about what they told us. It's total bullshit, but let's just, for shits and giggles, let's just talk about it. Yeah. So Kenneka leave the crib at 11:30 with Monifa. They got to pick up Maya, and they got to pick up Bree. Two of them. We're gonna put them in the same spot. I'm gonna help y'all. I'm gonna help them with this fucked up narrative. I'm gonna put Monifa. I'm gonna put Bree and Maya at the same spot. So let's just say Kenneka made one stop and grabbed both of them. They was together. Just hypothetically, they were together. So she got Monifa, leave the crib at 11:30. She goes to where Bree and Maya is. Don't forget, Maya sent a message to Maya texted Irene and saying, I want to come to your hotel party, but I'm with Bree. I know you don't fuck with her like that. That was Shamaya. That was Maya texting Irene. If you don't believe me, look at Monifa's statements, Bree statements, and Kenneka. The text message from Kenneka's phone and the other girl's phone. None of them sent no shit like that to Irene. It came from Maya. We just don't have Maya's phone records. We don't have her call log. We don't have her phone dump. That's why people didn't understand who sent that message. That was That was Maya.
So then it says so then from that record that you got right there with knowing it as Maya, which makes total sense. Wanna know why?
Mm-hmm.
Because she got picked up, she saved by Kenneka, but Maya,
Got picked
I
up
mean,
by.
picked up by Bree,
You better
right? She
motherfucking
what
say it. You better
yeah,
say
she
that,
said
Kenyatta.
yeah, she got picked up by Bree, so that's why she would be texting, "Hey, I want to come to your party, but I'm with Bree." Ding ding ding, and Bree driving. That's why she only mentioning Bree because if she wasn't driving, she figured Kanika finna drop her off and we gonna go to Irene party.
Right. Why wouldn't Maya say, um, I'm with
I'm with
Kenneka.
Kanika.
I'm with Kenneka and Bree rolling too. And why Maya, why you asking for permission? Why in the fuck Kenneka ain't
Exactly.
asking
Why wouldn't
Irene?
Kanika? Exactly. This how you know Kanika ain't in the car. You know what I
No.
mean?
No. Are y'all paying attention to what's going on right now? Well, and I'm not saying y'all are,
Yeah.
that's a rhetorical question. What I'm saying is this. We're explaining to you guys how we know Kenneka wasn't involved in this shit. Why would Maya be texting Bree talking about some? Why would Maya be texting Irene talking about I'm with Bree and I want to come to your party, but I know you don't mess with her. And then she say you can come, and then she say nah, but you'll mess with her. If she ain't got a problem, I ain't got a problem. Irene, it's game on for you. You already know what the fuck going on with Kenneka. Bree and Irene and already talked about Kenneka. They already been talking all day about moving that girl body around. Maya, you in the fucking dark. You
Yeah,
are a pawn, sugar. You are
and
a
we got
fucking pawn.
Bree messages that oh Kanika in the Kanika in the car with the donut
Mm-hmm.
on it. I ain't know the donut was on it, but we know she in her own car. You know what I mean? We know she in her own car. So, but now we got you, Bree saying you finna drop Kanika off. You know what I mean?
With a
While you
park her.
driving her car.
She
Yeah,
said,
so we
she
know
said,
that
I'm
this
a
the
park
same
her.
car.
She said, I'm
This
a
the
park
same
her
car.
by her mama house. Park her by her mama
Exactly.
house. How
Yeah,
dare anybody say, how dare any motherfucker in the world to say that Bree had another car and she was driving
mhm.
another car? I said, how in the hell are you getting that from that? She said, I'm finna
You
get
can't
in the car with Kenneka and park her by her mama house.
exactly, and parking her mean I'm parking her and the car because it's a
Thank,
mama car I'm parking.
thank,
So
thank
when we talk
you.
about, so when
Thank
we get
you.
to yes, sis. So when we get to when Maya's getting picked up, no, she getting picked up by Bree. That's why she asked, "Can Bree come to Irene party?" Meaning Kanika's not in the car. Yet it is Kanika mama car that they're in. Okay,
Bingo. But she don't know where the fuck Kenneka is at this point. She
yeah,
don't know where
exactly.
Kenneka is. I don't know what they told Maya, but they didn't
No,
tell us much.
they told her that she at Irene party.
Had to
That's why
be.
she's asking Irene, "Can I come to your party?" You see, I already got.
See? You see, you already got it. You putting this shit together that I ain't thought about.
Don't worry, sis. It's all for the cut together. She asking, she definitely asking Irene because she like this why she asking because she thinking that Kanika's already at Irene's party.
Had to.
So she's not gonna say it like Kanika in the car, even though she told police that Kanika in the car, but that's only because the people asked her to tell
Mm-hmm.
that Kanika was in the car to put her on the scene.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So yeah, this Maya situation look crazy. Oh, her right here. Let's read Samson. If so, when did she get rid of Kanika and pick up Maya, or is Kanika still in the car when Bree pick up Maya? Okay, yeah, Samson. She what she did this, and this what I've been explaining, right? From Bree, Texas. Bree, Texas, telling her she picking up Kanika. She getting in the car with Kanika
At
to drop her
11:30.
off.
At
Yes,
11:30.
at 11:30 to drop her off at her mom's. This is almost the same time she's supposed to be walking in Crown Plaza. Remember that.
Correct.
They're not walking in Crown Plaza at this time. They're not walking in Crown Plaza. What Bree is doing later on after this in the morning, she texts, "We lock can't find Kanika." Remember that, Samson, right? So in between her picking up to drop Kanika off, right in the car, but her mom she supposed to do that, but Monifa says no, telling Bree don't park her by her mama car. That's what we got, right, sis? Am
Yeah,
I I'm
correct.
still
Yeah.
there?
So Monifa, no, Bree wanted to drive, was gonna agree to drive her to wherever they were
Yes.
driving her to. Monifa said put it in front of her mama house. So that's
Okay.
what Monifa said. So what ended up happening was
Okay. Okay.
between 11:30 and 4:30, we know Bree had Kenneka and she no longer had Kenneka. We know at 1 p.m. Maya said she got in the Crown Plaza. At that point, I know goddamn well Kenneka was not in the car at 1 p.m. because that's the time she picked up Maya and Bree and they took and they went
That
on to I'm sorry,
and that's exactly what Samson wanted to know. What time did
right,
she pick up Maya? So in between that time of we got her getting in the car with Kenneka at 11:30,
and taking
saying
her
she's gonna
somewhere.
drop. Yeah, saying she's gonna drop her off. She also was supposed to drop her off somewhere at a hotel in Rosemont, but because the donut is why she was trying to
Apprehensive
change.
about it. Right.
Exactly.
So some kind
Exactly.
of way she got rid of Kenneka, ditched Kenneka some goddamn way, and y'all know what we think it is. But it's to keep the storyline going. She was with Kenneka. She took Kenneka somewhere, and then she went and picked up Monifa, and she went and got Maya.
All right, and check this out. Let's keep it right there, cause I want to elaborate there how she dropped off Kanika. We know she didn't drop Kanika off at her mom's house because she's using the same car to get Maya, right?
Right.
And
Mm-hmm.
also Kanika would have been found in her mama's car outside her mama's house,
If that's
right?
what they would have done with her
If that's
body,
what she
right?
did, but she didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So the only other place she would have took her was a hotel at Rosemont. So somewhere out Rosemont, she dropped Kanika at one of these hotels. Then she went to go do said pick up Monifa and
And
pick
Maya.
up Maya. Right in between them, bringing them back for probably would be the reenactment. Then you see what I'm
Right.
saying?
And Maya.
Probably,
Right.
yeah.
No, that's definitely what it is. And
That's
Maya.
what time I think it is. That's what time I think. I ain't know what you was thinking, sis, but that's
No.
my time frame right there.
No, and
Is
Maya
thinking
full
that
of shit. And Maya full of shit because she
yeah,
said,
and this
I'm
was
with
Friday.
Bree and I want to come to your party. Bitch, you know, Maya, you knew where you were going. You
Yeah,
asked her to
stay
take
right
you
there,
to where the
Samson.
party was.
I got you
Yeah, so
right
Maya
there.
lying. She lying again. Maya is
Hey,
lying.
hey, sis, and this Friday night, boom, the night of Irene's party, and
Yes,
this,
the real
yeah,
party night. Mm-hmm.
yes, yes, because this was early in the day. That so early Friday too. Remember, they had to drive and come look for Kanika as well at her mama house already.
Right.
They already came looking for her mama at her mama house for her already that day. So I'm thinking that had to be a different car because if they driving her mama car, she gonna go berserk. You
Well,
driving her mama car
well
looking for
yeah.
Kanika.
Well, see, I don't even know if they was walking or driving. All Teresa said was they came to the house looking for Kanika. So I don't know if they was
Yeah,
walking or driving, and I don't think it was Monifa. I would say
I
it was
think
probably
it's
Maya
no.
looking
I
for
think it's
Kanika.
what's the name. I think it's Irene.
Could have
I think
been.
this is Irene because remember Irene already drove with her sisters in them at the part to the party out west. Remember, she
Mm-hmm.
already drove with her sisters in them to the party out west. Kanika go missing at the party out west. Irene, the one that's gonna stop by the house to see if she there, because they told me that she left with a nigga.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. I can.
You
I
see what I'm
definitely can
saying?
rock with that. Yeah.
She left with a nigga and left her car up here, and she was
Like
drunk as
legitimately,
hell.
like Irene would have been legitimately looking for Kanika, looking for her for real. Like, damn, did she ever make it home? Type shit. And the mama like, no, she left with Monifa. Well, Monifa
Exactly.
gone
She
from the
tried.
party too.
And that makes a lot of sense because guess what? Irene's party is tonight. So I need
Yup.
to see if Tanika home because she helped me plan my party. So I need to if she coming to the party tonight.
And constantly calling her phone shit, saying that she kept calling Kanika's phone. It's a possibility that Irene was calling Kanika phone, not knowing where
Hmm.
Kanika was until they finally did get the call. That they did have Kanika. That's when her sisters went and got Kanika and put her in her mama car and start
Yep,
making phone calls to get somebody to come get that girl body.
exactly. Because
And when
Monifa left her.
right, and
Monifa left.
when I say body, I don't necessarily mean corpse. Okay, I mean, let's make a distinction between the two. When I say body, I don't necessarily mean corpse. I'm just saying an inebriated individual, just a body, totally out of it, ain't aware of what the hell going on, but definitely alive. Never insinuated that she was dead at this point. Just make
Yeah,
it clear for whoever might try to twist what the fuck I'm saying.
Now check out our bro sense right here. So when does the girl in the jean outfit come into play? I think she's in the car when they pick up Maya, because they pick up Maya's the last pickup for this reenactment they finna do.
Right,
You see what I'm
right,
saying? So they gotta
right.
have the other girl in the car. Maya gonna be like, "Why this other girl in the car?" But if you get in the car last, you ain't gonna have no time to say that. You
And you
gotta
know
deal
what?
with it.
And bro, to piggyback on what you just said, I would
Mm-hmm.
say that the girl in the jean outfit was the last person that got picked up too. You want to know why?
Mm-hmm.
If if Maya is asking Irene, can Bree Bree come? Because I know you don't fuck with her. Maya knew that she ain't fuck with Monifa neither. She never mentioned Monifa
Mm-hmm.
in the car. So if
Yeah.
Monifa was probably already in the car, Bree was in the car. She knew that Irene didn't fuck with Bree or Monifa, but she didn't say shit about Monifa. She just said something about Bree. So then, and we know the jean outfit girl was in the car with them when they got to the hotel. So along the way, they picked up the jean outfit. Had
Yeah.
to.
So,
They had to
yeah.
get them
So
somewhere.
and
So
then
now,
so yeah, you
go ahead.
trying to get that photo? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that photo, who is that girl again?
Who who the girl
Somebody
in the
was taking a
pool?
picture with he talking about somebody was in taking a pic, pretty much took a picture with
Oh,
Kenneka. Maya
Shakira
was there.
when Shakira Garrett when she got looking all like she looking like she dead.
All right, but wasn't it only those two in the car? I thought.
Oh, wait a minute. So it's two. It's a Snapchat video where it looked like
Yeah, that's what
Kanika.
he talking about. That's what I'm trying to figure that part out.
Okay, so at the gas station. So there's a Snapchat video that appears to be Kanika, Maya, and Monifa in the car without Bree Bree. No Bree Bree. But I don't know when that Snapchat was made. I know they got the same clothes on or whatever the case may be, but I don't know when that video was made. But I definitely seen that video, and that would have definitely been Kanika. It appears to be Kanika. Monifa got a little fucked up ponytail in her head, and Maya is in the car too. But I can't say that that was that night. I can't say that it wasn't that night though. But I don't believe that
Mhm.
Maya was with them at the party out west. That's the last time Kanika was coherent. Kanika wasn't coherent past that. Y'all got to understand some kind of way you're gonna have to put it. You got to get it in there that Kanika wasn't okay after Thursday going into Friday. So nothing you see of Kanika, no text messages, no videos, no none of that. Kanika was not okay after Friday.
Yeah,
She
well, yeah,
wasn't. She just wasn't.
yeah.
She was fucked over on Thursday going into Friday. So
In the
anything that you
last,
see, go ahead, baby.
what was her last text? Sis?
To her brother saying a minor setback for a major comeback about her brother. And she
And,
texted
and, what, and what night that was?
September the 7th, that Thursday night.
Okay,
That was the last
the
message
the
she sent.
seventh or the
The
sixth?
7th. The 7th, 7th, 7th.
Okay,
For
the
sure,
seventh.
7th.
Okay.
Yeah. And not only that, I got to keep telling you guys, she actually she responded to every single comment made. She responded to it. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
can tell she proud of her brother. She loved her brother. That she on the act like it's a happy birthday moment. See, like when people have birthday posts and shit, they be thanking everybody or whatever the case may be. But she legitimately thanked everybody that posted on this post. She thanked yeah, thank you, woo heart message, whatever. They saying, after September the 8th, there's no nothing from Kanika. No text messages, no responses, no shit. And ironically, it happens to line up with the fact that she went to that fucking party out west on Thursday going into Friday morning.
Yeah. He said, could they have just simply used the previous video Snapchats and said it was a later date and time?
Absolutely. Because we never
Yeah.
got date and time stamps on the snaps. The Snapchat video that we saw in the car was not a part of what they showed on
Yeah,
the
and so that's why we don't want to add it into evidence without being able to confirm it. You see what I'm
right.
saying?
Because Monifa had 4 Snapchat videos and some shit that she deleted. Like Monifa had 4
Yeah.
files that were deleted from her phone. So we don't really know when anything happened as it relates to this videos. We don't really know. But what I always say the rule of thumb is this: if Kanika ain't talking and she ain't texting, she ain't there, y'all. She just ain't there, or she there and can't do it because with Kanika's pattern, the way I've studied her baseline and her behavior and everything, she's
Hmm.
loud. She's always happy. She's always in the camera. She's the center of attention. Everywhere she goes, she letting everybody know she there, and she's just not present in any of this stuff. And I don't know how people would just think that all of a sudden she just wouldn't be happy or in the video or being herself. This is how you determine when somebody's lying and not lying. This isn't her personality. She's supposed to have been the girl that told Irene to do the big one. 21, if 25th birthday. She
Mm-hmm.
telling Irene to do it. She asked Irene, can Monifa come? She don't ask shit.
Sis. All right.
Yeah, I can do that. I can sell it. You know what? And give me a buzz ball instead of a white claw. Um, either one, even the green one is fine. All right, thanks. I'll send the money in a minute. All right, I'm sorry, guys. I got somebody picking up me something to drink right now. But
You good, you good, you good.
so anyway, hold on. She seemed to be out of it when Monifa was talking to her from the bathroom. Kenneka was said, yeah, and the audio of Kenneka saying, I ain't playing whatever she was saying, all slurred up or whatever the case may be. We just heard the audio. We heard an audio that sounded extremely loud to me. The audio she seems so close to the mic. Like Monifa would be in the bathroom. Like if this were Crown Plaza, Monifa would be off the bed, down a little bitty hallway, turn into the bathroom, by the sink, on the left side of the sink, saying, Kenneka, come right here right fast. I ain't playing with y'all. Why is she so fucking loud? Why is Kenneka the loudest person on every audio and the clearest person on every audio, but you never see her face, you never see her mouth? It's just giving weird, y'all. It's giving weird. It's your birthday. Like every time you hear her, she's extremely close to the mic and she's nowhere to be found. That's a reason for suspicion. I don't even know how anybody could think that's okay. How can you think it's okay? But let me do this real fast, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and read this her message because we gotta read this.
Read it.
Yeah, we got to do that. All right. It says Detective Colesos. Hey baby. Hey Diamond, what's going on, baby? And oh yeah, I'm sorry guys. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers
Salute to the
on
fathers.
the live, to the bio dads that actually have kids, to the dads that have nephews and nieces and shit that you raise, to the mentors of the men that represent father figures in people's lives through church ministry or whatever capacity y'all doing it in. But what I'm not gonna say is Happy Father's Day to no woman. So we
Yeah,
gonna stop that
that.
shit. Ain't no
That's
mama,
it.
ain't no
Gotta
woman,
stop.
no Happy Father Day. My ass. A woman can't never be nobody's father. We need to make sure that shit is understood very, very quickly.
Fact.
I said that dumb shit one time, y'all. Like off subject. I tried to say some slick shit like, yeah, I'm the mama and the daddy. That was some dumbass, immature, childish shit I said. I said it like a long time ago, probably about 25 years ago when I first had my kids. Because I want to say I was everything to my children. Well, I can be everything but a motherfucking father. How about that? I am everything to my kids other than their daddy. Okay. So I see what Samson's saying. All right, here we go. So let's read. So it says
Yeah.
Detective Coltos met Shamaya at her residence at the listed location at approximately 4:15 hours. That means 4:15 a.m. We provided transport to and her mother back to the Rosemont Police Department for an interview. While at the station with her mother present in the interview, Shamaya stated that on 9/8, y'all hear me, right? Earlier that evening, 9/8, earlier that evening. Let's make no mistake about when this is taking place. It is 9/9 at 4 something in the morning. She's talking about an event that happened earlier that evening on 9/8. We gotta stick to what the hell going on. We gonna have to hold people accountable for the shit they talking about, and we never gonna get past this shit, y'all. We never have peace if we don't pay attention. Because I'm getting peace as I speak to y'all right now. This is my peace. As I get all this shit up out of me, this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm gonna bring myself peace and closure. This shit happened at 4 in the morning on Saturday morning. I don't give a fuck what nobody tell y'all. At 4:15 in the morning, Shamaya and her mama is with Rosemont PD, and they headed the Rosemont Police Department to do this statement. Point blank and period. I don't care what nobody say. This statement is saying it, and it's elaborating and getting even deeper with what's going on. So let's read it again. She said, well, at the station with her mother present in the interview, Shamaya stated that on 9/8/17, earlier that evening, she was with three other girls that were in the car. She stated it was herself, the victim, Bree, and Monifa. She stated that she thought they were going to the movies, but when they pulled up to the hotel parking lot at approximately 1 a.m., it was at that point that she knew that they were going to a hotel party and not the movies. She
What
stated
time that is, sis? What
1
time?
a.m. 1 a.m.
Okay, sis. Okay, sis. Now this Shemaya's statement, right?
Yes.
All right. What time do we got that text with her asking Irene, can she come to the party?
I got to go back to Irene's text messages, so I would have to flip out of this. So it's in
Remember
Irene's
this time
messages,
right here. Remember this time where they at right now.
right? So it better come before this time, right, bro?
It better come before this time. If it don't come before this time, she already knew where she was going.
That bitch knew where she was going. She
Yeah,
already at the
you already know.
hotel.
You already know I'm ready to chop her, sis. I'm ready to chop her.
She at the hotel and she with Monifa. You
Ready.
know she already made the phone call to Bree Bridge. I mean, Irene at this point because they at the hotel. She wasn't asking her at the hotel, can they come? No, she asked her before. I'm with Bree, and I know you don't fuck with her. Can we come to your party? I want to come to your party. Like, why would you be asking to go to the party? Kenneka is the driver. See, the shit is
Mhm.
weird, y'all, and can't nobody explain it. But we can. We definitely
Yeah,
can. So let's
yeah,
keep going.
yeah. Go ahead.
All right. It says she stated that she knew they were all going to the movies, but when they pulled up at the hotel at approximately 1 a.m., it was at that point that she knew they were going to the hotel party and not the movies. She stated that all four of them were talking about they charged $220 for parking. They did not want to pay that, so the girls called the birthday girl, asked about the $20 charge. Irene told them to don't worry about paying for parking and just put it under the room. This is very important. Listen, y'all. Shamaya said that when they
Mhm.
got to the hotel, they were requesting a $20 parking fee. And they called up there, told Irene, it's cost $20 for us to park here. And Irene said, don't worry about it. Just charge it to the room. Now, you guys, I have spoken several times about corporate meetings and lunches and shit I've had in hotels, and we all have been in hotels and all that stuff. But what happens is this: when there's a large party and you're paying for an event or someone is footing the bill, you can say, charge the room, room service. Bro, charge the room. You know this shit. Liquor, charge the room. Food at the fucking bar. Do you know you can charge bar
Start the
food to your
room.
room?
Yes.
You can eat at the bar and say, charge my room. There's a credit
Facts.
card on file that will charge your room. Room service, charge my room. Parking, charge my room. If I break some shit, the room gonna get charged as well. This is how this works. Okay? Now, she said charge the room. All right, here we go. Let me get back to my spot. All right. She stated that in the room, they were all just sitting around on the bed, and she stated that she did not drink or smoke any weed, but she remembers that Kenneka had 1 cup of alcohol the entire time they were at the party, but she is not sure if Kenneka filled the cup, refilled the cup or not. She stated that the victim was sad due to her current boyfriend's being in jail. She stated that throughout the night, Kenneka would get up and dance a little bit and then sit back down and become sad. Shamaya believes it was because she was having fun and her boyfriend was locked up and she felt guilty for having a good time. She
Pause it
stated,
says.
mm-hmm,
All that she's saying right now is the stuff they told her to say.
absolutely.
Cause the 1 cup, this, you see what I'm saying? In the videos they show she only get this 1 cup, but Monifa said she was drinking out the bottle. Then we got cups, so that means that's a whole nother party. So she's describing Kenneka doing it something at this party that everybody told her to describe. You see what I'm saying? She never was at the party with Kenneka.
Right.
That's just me.
Now Samson said, Kenneka said clear as day is $200. I heard that voice, Samson, but I'm not 100% sold that that's Kenneka. Because Maya and Kenneka sound a lot alike. and it's just because of the dialect of people in Chicago. But we're gonna play it again. So let's for the sake of just going through this thingy, I'm gonna say Kenneka said $200
Yes.
Thursday. But I don't believe it was Kenneka at all. But we're gonna just let it stay
Let's
for right
hear it.
now. Yeah,
That's it. Can we hear it?
yeah, we can.
But I don't want you to lose your thing. Go ahead and play
Oh,
this first.
oh no,
Don't
yeah,
forget to
we're gonna
read
do
it.
this first, and we'll play it. That's definitely next. No problem.
All right.
She said, she stated that in the room they were all just sitting around on the bed, and she stated that she did not drink or smoke any weed, but she remembered that Kenneka had 1 cup of alcohol the entire time they were at the party, but she is not sure if Kenneka refilled the cup or not. She stated
It's
that the
okay,
victim
bro.
was
Go ahead, sis.
no, seriously, don't say you're bad, cause we don't know. I could be fucking wrong, so don't say you're bad. I don't
No,
believe
no,
she
no,
said
no.
it.
We're gonna check that out.
Yeah,
We want to make sure. Nah,
yeah,
anything we need that so we can
hell
see.
yeah. She everybody baby. She ain't just my child. She y'all child too. I need child
Yeah.
support from some of y'all. Some of y'all men who the daddy of Kenneka, I need some child support at this point, bro. I'm playing, I'm playing, I'm playing. All right. So she said, she stated that throughout the night, Kenneka would get up and dance a little and then sit back down and become sad. Shemaya believes it was because she was having fun and her boyfriend was locked up, so she felt guilty for having a good time. She stated that approximately 2 hours of being at the party, she received a text message from Kenneka stating she was ready to go. Now, we gotta stop. She said 2 hours after they got to the party, she got a message from Kenneka saying she was ready to go. So in this statement, Maya is saying around 3 a.m., Kenneka said that she was ready to go. Now, I
And
want
that's
y'all to bear in mind something. I need y'all to remember something now. This ain't got shit to do with the narrative that we heard. This is the first version of events. Maya's giving the first rendition of this story. And she said they got there 1 and 2 hours later. Kenneka was texting her saying she was ready to go. Well, news flash, y'all. Maya is a fucking liar. She's a liar. Because the
yeah.
only person that texted Kenneka texted saying she's ready to go is Monifa. She
Mm-hmm.
never texted Maya that she was ready to go. Because when you look at Monifa's phone dump, you can see Kenneka said, "I'm ready to go," and she told her, "I am too." I told you his pee was little. That's what Monifa said. Maya said she texted Kenneka too, but we don't have your phone dump, Maya. We don't even know what the fuck you talking about, Maya, because we don't even know where what you saying came from. We don't even know what you're talking about. But let's just keep going. So she said Kenneka left the room at 3 something. We already got a problem.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
now she said she stated that Kenneka, all right, here we go. She stated that Kenneka herself and Monifa got up and was walking out of the room. That's a fucking lie. That's a lie.
Damn, look.
Now in this statement, now let me say this. Let me back it up. I can't say that she lied. I'm just telling you this is the first version of events that she gave. In this version of events, she's saying they all left out together. By the time
Uh-huh.
her little live video came out, she changed her tune. She said that Monifa took her out and she looked up and saw Kenneka wasn't on the bed no more because she had felt her foot kick
Yeah,
her foot, and I noticed she wasn't there no more. Then I went out in the hallway. So now Maya
exactly.
changes her story. Hold on, guys. Let me plug this up real fast. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what's going on. She talking real good right now. Hey, check this. Hey, so Maya telling her first version, and at first she thought it was cool when they was telling her to, hey, just say, man, you took her out. You know what I mean? And, or really, she said like all three of them got up like it was normal. She
Yeah,
ain't
she
make it
said
look like Kenneka was drunk, like Kenneka ain't have to get picked up off the bed.
she never gave any of that. She said she
See,
stated that Kenneka herself and Monifa got up and was walking out the room when the victim turned around and said, "I don't have my phone." She stated that she was the last one to walk out of the room. She turned around and went back in the room to get Kenneka's phone. She ain't even mentioned the keys no more. She just saying phone. She ain't
yeah,
even saying keys. She just saying phone.
sis. So check this.
Mm-hmm.
This why I feel like she got sent up there. Remember I told you that first time I said I feel like they sent her up there to state to do it.
I
Remember?
agree too.
That's what I'm telling you because it just the more we listen to it, it just add up that way. You see what I'm saying? They sent her, and she just trying to. She thought it was cool, but when she saw that heat go down, and people thought Monifa had something to do with it at all, see. She reverted. Monifa took her out the door. Somebody kicked my foot.
Right. She like, you bitches ain't finna lie on me. Cause it went from everybody got up, took out the room to now it's just Monifa. I felt a foot kick my foot and I heard she wasn't on the bed
Exactly.
no more. Now, and then on top of that, then she say, I walked back in and I left Kenneka out there with Monifa. And I thought
Mm-hmm.
Monifa was okay to be out there with her. Cause I didn't think she was lost in the sauce like that.
Yeah.
Now she's saying on this lie, this statement, she's saying, I walked out last, so I walked in back in first. Like they was all out there together. And then she turned around, like boom, went back, right, the phone came back, boom, now she gone. It ain't adding up. It's not adding up, y'all. Let me go ahead and finish reading this shit. So she said that she said she stated that she was the last one to walk out of the room. So she turned around and went back in the room to get Kanika's phone. She turned around after getting the phone. She saw Monifa was behind her in the room. They both walked out of the room, and at that point, they walked out of the room. Kenneka was no longer around and not in the hallway.
All right, now look, now check it. That's what they started it as right there. That's the way they started it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when Monifa tell the story, I told her she never tell herself going back out the room to check to see if Kenneka was missing. You told her, I say that's part always missing out of it. I say, if you thought she when you look back, you got to go back out the door to see. See, in this event, to see if she missing, you have to go back out the door. You can't say just because she ain't walk in with you, she missing.
Right.
She would have to go back out the door to actually see she's not there to know that she's missing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, so when Maya was telling this side of her side of the story, which the story they told her, it was actually gonna put Maya. It puts Maya and Monifa at fault right there, right?
Yes.
You see
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? You see
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So then, okay, now that's explaining a lot. Because then when she switched her tone, that's when then you got Irene talking about Maya. Maya, I'm gonna get on you later, but Ronnie, for this about you right now. Cause see,
Mm-hmm.
you had said that both of y'all took her ass out. And you
Yes.
said you see what I'm saying? And then you said that both of y'all went back out to check and she was missing. So
Yeah.
you saw what Monifa supposedly saw. So y'all ain't tell her shit. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all was out there the first time with her. You didn't tell us what you described out the door the first time. Y'all came back in. Y'all went back out, and you still ain't tell us what the fuck you saw. All we know is Kenneka missed. You start exiting yourself on that strategy stage left. Leave it on
Yes.
Monifa. And that's why Irene said you know what? It ain't about you right now. It's about Monifa. I'm just going back to the how we get to the one-on-one between Irene and Monifa from the situation. You know what I mean? Because they was
Yes.
blaming Irene, and Irene was like, "Shit, she couldn't blame Shamaya fully because Shamaya started changing her story. So shit, it was y'all too. I mean, it was you. Monifa's about you. I get to
Yeah.
Shamaya later.
Yeah. Maya had to do that. But okay, so bro said, do you have a time when the call was placed? Which call was placed, baby? Which call? To my when they called Irene that they was outside, or what call you talking about? Or when Kenneka said she was ready to go, like what call? Because that was actually a text message. So I'm trying to understand your
Yeah,
question right
I
now.
think he talking about this call that he talking about here because also the girl that called the police to report Kanika missing, and I think you was telling us who did it because they did that and said disabled in order to get the people to respond faster, right? Sis?
Yeah. So Miss
So
Teresa
do you know
said,
who it was?
well, Miss Teresa said that that was one of her nieces that made that phone call. That Kanika was
Okay,
disabled. The community was
okay,
saying, the community said it sounded like Monifa that made that call. I don't know who made the call. The girl never gave her name and she never went out and did a police report. So could
yeah,
anybody could have called and said she was disabled. But they
yeah,
definitely, that
but
call
we can
definitely was
say,
placed.
but Miss Teresa did say about her people made that call and they said something about it being her being disabled to get a faster response, right?
Right, correct, correct,
So
correct.
because she said that part and elaborated that reason, I think that she's telling the truth, saying her niece one of her nieces did it.
I believe it too. I believe it too.
Yeah, because that explained the whole story. Don't just say somebody called reported Kanika missing, but called and said she was disabled, and did she explain why somebody would say disabled? You see what I'm saying? So that to me that fit perfectly. That's a perfect puzzle piece where that fit in there.
Right, there's somebody, so Kanika had a short leg. They went to town on that shit, but that was just so dumb. Okay,
Yeah,
so it says
I ain't worried about that part right there, man.
yeah,
Straight.
she stated herself and Monifa walked. Okay, hold on. So they both walked out the room, and at that point they walked out. Kenneka was not around, and she was not in the hallway. She stated that her and Monifa walked around the entire hotel from top floor all the way down, and they also asked the front desk and they stated that they had not seen a girl mention that description walking in by the front desk. She
You
stated that
heard
they
that?
walked back into the room after looking for Kenneka for a while, and she was not in the room. She stated that they called Kenneka's mother and told her that they could not find the victim, but they had her cell phone and her keys. She stated that Kenneka's mother told them to bring the cell phone back to her. She stated that they drove to Kenneka's mother's house and gave her the keys and Kenneka's cell phone. After a little while, Kenneka's mother dropped her off at her house where she believed Kenneka's mother drove to the hotel. That's her statement. Now, let's talk about her statement compared to what she said. Now, this is what she said on her statement. The first statement I was putting. This is the very first statement. This was made prior to Teresa even calling Crown Plaza to say, calling the hotel, calling the police. This is all before we knew anything about what happened to Kenneka. This shit happened on on 9 fucking shit. What's the day? 9/9 at 4:15. That was when it happened. Okay. Now listen to what Maya said on her actual live. She said she went to the party, same stuff. I ain't really drink shit. They was drinking the whole fifth, and she said I had my head down. I wasn't paying attention no more, and I felt a foot kick my foot. I looked up, and Kenneka wasn't on the bed no more. So I asked Irene where they went. She said they went out the room. So I go out the room. Kenneka sitting on the floor with her head in her leg, said, "I'm ready to go. I want to go home to my mama." And she said, "We can leave." She said, "But where's my phone?" And then she said, Irene, no, she said, "Where's my key?" Baby got your keys. Okay, where's my phone? Irene, okay, you stay right here. She said, Kenneka said, "I do not want to go back in the room no more. I just want to go home." So Maya said, "I don't know where we were going because Baby had the keys, but I told her, okay, wait right here." Now she goes back into the room to get the cell phone. And when she turns around, Monifa behind her saying Kenneka's missing. Now, how the fuck does
Yeah.
that work? That don't work out right because Monifa said, "I thought Kenneka was behind me." How did you think Kenneka was behind you if she out in the hallway having a conversation with Shamaya, telling Maya that she don't want to go back into that room, that she just wants to leave?
Yeah, and so that means you had to walk into the room after Shemai did. Only way that could make sense.
Or do
Meaning,
you want better? Maya was nowhere around when any of this shit was happening.
yeah, of course with that. But you see what I'm saying? Dang. I just had something I want to add to that, what you were saying right there.
No, you good. I'm
Um,
getting ready to put on this Andrea analyst ass now, so she can read some stuff too. But yeah,
okay.
but just analyzing what they're saying, to me, when Maya and Kenneka are having that conversation out in that hallway about her not wanting to go back into that room, it seems like to me Maya not even present. It's just like her and Kenneka in the hallway talking. Okay, we can leave. Stay right here. And she's sitting down. And then she goes into the room and they say Maya. Then they said Monifa said Kenneka missing. I thought she was behind me. How did you think that? Were you not in the hallway when she just told Maya I'm not going back in that room? Where the fuck were you when she told Maya that statement? Or perhaps she never told Shamaya that shit. She never
Mm-hmm.
told Shamaya that. Kanika never told Maya, "I'm not going back in that room." That didn't never happen. It didn't
Mm-hmm.
happen. Maya was in no
So
fucking room.
Shemaya, so then Shemaya right there is actually giving, uh, adding something to give Kanika a reason to leave and walk off
Right. And like
because
and like
I'm not
Samson said, she was being
well.
coached on what to say.
Facts. Yeah. Hey, it's this. And another thing Maya messed up when she said on this one, she said that they didn't talk about that last one. They didn't talk about the 2 hour period before they went to look. You know, and then on this one is the one where she said she went and looked by herself, right? So this is
Mhm.
totally different. You know what I mean? She said her and Monique walked top to bottom. And then on the other one, she said she went and looked by herself and saw the elevators and then couldn't see no numbers. So you see
Right.
what I'm saying? Her jump all the way washed up and messed up.
Right. But we do have a video of Maya walking through the hotel by herself. And then she said, I looked for her myself. And then, Irene said, Monifa, you stayed and party. So at one point, I thought she was talking about Crown Plaza, but now I'm realizing it's something totally different. Monifa stayed and party when Kenneka went in the hallway at the party out west. Monifa stayed in that room and let them boys do what they was going to Kenneka, and then went out there and left. Maya talking about the event at the hotel when they lied to her and told Kenneka was at that hotel. Now she trying to find Kenneka and don't know what the fuck going on. So now she looking for Kenneka for real. Like, where the hell is Kenneka at for real? Because y'all done lied to her and told her Kenneka's at this hotel, and she's not at this hotel. So now Maya is concerned, like, where the fuck is she? I gotta find her. Well, she must have walked off or something. Because at this point right here, it's rumors that the keys and the cell phone was in the room at this time. And in Monifa's statement, she said the keys and the cell phone was in the room. Gotta read that statement to y'all too. She lied about that too. This shit is crazy. It's fucking crazy. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on. I'm getting ready to play this this video with summarizing the text messages. Hold on, y'all. One second. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna play the audio of Andrea's analysis. Analyst. No, analysis. It's an Andrea analysis. I keep saying it wrong. Andrea analysis. Yeah. I'm gonna play her video, and I want you guys to listen to her summarize the text messages and the statements between Monifa and I think it's Irene and Monifa, but she's pretty much focusing on Monifa because Monifa shit makes the least amount of sense. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and play it. Make sure it's good to hear you for y'all to hear. Hold on.
To the text messages that were okay. All right. In this video, we're going to jump right into the text messages that were provided to us on the Rosemont Police.
Is that good audio?
Yeah.
Okay.
Website. All right. In this video, we're going to jump right into the text messages that were provided to us on the Rosemont Police website. The first one is from Monifa. Monifa, in her text messages, offers two different stories. The first story, she says, quote, she texts me saying she ready to go. So we went in the hallway, but she didn't have the keys. So we went back in there, and I thought she was behind me, but she wasn't. Okay, so in this version, Kenneka has her phone. She's only lost her keys. She also says she texts me saying she's ready to go, which is questionable because
I gotta stop
Irene
that.
said in her Zach TV interview that Kenneka was asleep next to her and her sister.
Now, this is where you gotta remember what you learned. This is where you gotta remember what you learned. This is gonna be very, very important for you to remember what you learned. She just said that she said she's talking about Monifa, and she said that Kenneka told Monifa that she was ready to leave. That's what prompted her to take Kenneka off the bed. That's a fucking lie. That didn't prompt her to take her off the bed. That's not what prompted her. Because in Irene's version of the events, Kenneka was laying on the bed. She was laying on me, sleeping. Told her to sleep, but drunk off. And Monifa gets up off the bed and want to take her out the room. Not no Kenneka consent to shit. Kenneka didn't consent to shit. According to what they saying. So now we already got a problem. The first inconsistency already where it's saying Kenneka asked to go. She wanted to leave. Now, make no mistake about it. Kenneka did send Monifa a text message saying she was ready to go. But that happened on Friday a.m. when they were out west. And Kenneka was ready to leave the party out west. She sent Monifa the message saying, I'm ready to go. That happened out west. This did not happen at Crown Plaza. It did not happen at Crown Plaza. Now it's going to start making more sense to y'all because now they're talking about she ready to go at Crown Plaza. No, it ain't got no. This ain't even about Crown Plaza at this point. This is still the party out west, but they're mixing everything up. But hold on a second, y'all. What you eating, bro? You always eating something that look good. Hold on.
Went in the hallway, but she didn't have the keys. So we went back in there, and I thought she was behind me, but she wasn't. Okay, so in this version, Kenneka has her phone. She's only lost her keys. She also says she texts me saying she's ready to go, which is questionable because Irene said,
Hope y'all heard what she said. In the first version of Monifa's her text messages, she's saying that Kenneka said she going back for her phone, not her keys, insinuating that she had her keys. She just didn't have her phone. So let's y'all listen again. Y'all listen really close.
Yeah, take it back.
Interview that Kenneka was asleep next to her and her sister, and that Monifa was the one ready to go, and that she packed Kenneka up out of the room and made her leave. Okay. Now, and remember, in this statement, Monifa is stating that only Kenneka's keys were missing. In the second statement, oh yeah, also in this statement, Monifa never mentions Maya, Bree, or anybody else.
Y'all heard what she said? She said in this statement, she never mentions Bree or Maya. I want y'all to hear Andrea and know how much of a beast this lady is. She's a fucking beast. It's 6 years ago, and she's already picking up on the fact that something is wrong with Monifa's statements. And that Monifa is talking as if Maya and Bree are nowhere around because they fucking weren't. They weren't around. And pick that shit up. Let's roll it back a little bit so y'all can hear her again. Listen, really good, y'all.
Okay. Now, and remember, in this statement, Monifa is stating that only Kenneka's keys were missing. In the second statement, oh yeah, also in this statement, Monifa never mentions Maya, Bree, or anybody else. In the second statement, she says, this is still through text messages. Monifa says, she said she was ready to go. So now she said she was ready to go. It wasn't a text message. She said she was ready to go. We walk in the hallway, but she didn't have her phone or the car key. So I'm like, we finna go back inside to get her phone and call Bree for the key. So this is a whole nother story. Now in this story, she doesn't have her phone or her keys. And she's saying that Bree has the keys. The second message is completely different. This is still from Monifa. Remember, Bree wasn't in the room when Kenneka went missing. So if Bree had Kenneka's keys and she's not in the room, looking at Monifa's first text message, why would you be going back in the room to look for the keys? To make this even more complicated, when you look at Monifa's statement, there's a third story. In her statement, not only does Monifa go back in the room for the keys and the phone, she finds them.
Y'all hear?
So how did you find the keys in the room if Bree was gone with the keys? Okay. Monifa was the only one with deleted videos on her phone. Monifa had a total of 4 deleted videos. In the videos, Kenneka was, quote, drinking from a plastic cup with a dark liquid drink. This is what the detectives wrote. Moving on to Bree's text messages, she says, it'd been 3 hours. We'd knocked on every every floor.
We moving on to Bree, so we gotta now analyze that real quick. Monifa had 4 deleted videos.
And 3 different statements. 3 different ways she said it in 4 different videos. Yes.
Yeah, it is gonna be 3 different statements. Cause the first statement when she didn't mention nobody's after she talked about out west. When nobody else was around, she's talking about out west. The second time and the third time is gonna be like the reenactments when she messing up. You know what I mean? You know, and she still was nervous at that time. She was nervous about it, but she still wanted to know what happened to her friend, even though she was nervous. That's why her being by herself came out first, You know what I mean? Not mentioning nobody else because she still wants something to find her friend to figure out what the hell happened. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And
But then,
when she don't mention, when she says they went back in there for the keys and the phone, she's talking about the real time Kenneka was really missing, and it was at the party out west. She probably
mm-hmm,
did go back in the room for Kenneka's cell phone and her keys after Kenneka was put in the hallway. But hell, we know that Kenneka was left there, and we know that the keys and cell phone were also left behind. So it's a problem. There's a big problem. Now Monifa is not even including Bree Bree in the shit. She's saying the phone and the keys was in the room. How were the keys
mm-hmm,
and phone in the room when you said the story that y'all gave after the fact was that Bree Bree had the keys and y'all couldn't leave? Now,
mm-hmm.
all of a sudden, the keys in the room. They were
Really,
always in the room. They were always in the
mm-hmm,
room. Bree wasn't nowhere to be found the night they was at that party out west. That's what people have to understand. That's the problem that we're having. That she's telling a version of events that no one is even making an account of. She's talking about something that happened away from Crown Plaza and Marriott. And Monifa,
mm-hmm,
Bree, and Maya wasn't even involved. It was just Monifa and just Kenneka. That's why Andrea said she's not bringing them up at all. No, she wouldn't bring them up at all because this is about something that happened without those two being present.
hey,
Period.
it says
Mm-hmm.
Nipsey got it all jumbled up because in the hotel, the reenactment, the keys wasn't in the room. Bree had them, right?
At the
So
hotel, right?
yeah, but wonder why? Because Bree the one drove them to the reenactment, right?
Correct.
See how it makes sense. But check it,
Yes.
since the time when she tell the story about her finding the keys in the room, that's the one out west. You see
Yes.
what I'm
Yes. You got to be able to make that distinction. And when the shit makes sense to you, everything they say makes sense. Then all of a sudden you realize they're not lying. They're just telling more than one story.
Oh Lord, they
Oh
got
yeah, it's
it.
coming together. All right, hold on, y'all.
Kenneka was, quote, drinking from a plastic cup with a dark liquid drink. This is what the detectives wrote. Moving on to Bravery's text messages, she says, it'd been 3 hours. We'd knocked on every door, went to every floor, and everything. We searched the parking garage and all. Okay, she sent this at nearly 4 a.m. when they left the hotel. So that means she wants the person who she's texting to believe that she's been looking for Kenneka since 1 a.m. And Kenneka didn't get there till about 1:15. So that
Y'all catch that? Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. They want the people to think they're looking for it at 1 a.m. and they ain't get there till 1:15. That's what you
Correct.
say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-mm-mm.
So y'all hear that? So now they're saying that Aubriana said that she been looking for Kenneka since 1 o'clock. It had been 3 hours. Bree, ma'am, permission to speak, ma'am. Bitch, you wasn't even at the hotel none of the time. And what do you mean one something y'all were looking for her? Y'all said y'all didn't get there till 1:16. So Maya said one, the camera said one. I told y'all it was 12 something. Cause Peas them said when they got there, Kenneka them was already there. Now y'all need to understand where there is. There is two different places. There
Mm-hmm.
is the party out west, and there is the fucking reenactment at Crown Plaza. When Peas said she was already there, he talking about out west. At the
Mm-hmm.
Crown Plaza, Kenneka was never there. She was never there, so
Mm-hmm.
she was never there. So this can't be what they talking about. So you have to remember when Bree said we looked for her from 1 to 4 a.m., maybe Bree's not lying about that. Maybe when they dropped Kenneka off at the Marriott and they went back to look for her, because remember now, Maya said they
Mm-hmm.
got to the hotel at 1 o'clock. That's when the
Mm-hmm.
search probably started at Crown Plaza at 1 a.m. That's what Bree
Mm-hmm.
probably talking about. And they looked for her
Mm-hmm.
for 3 hours. This is how you break this shit down. Because you have to make
Mm.
understand something. These people are lying, but they're
Dang,
consistently right.
sis.
Huh?
Sis, now it's making more sense of why they're coming the back door for the first time coming there. Because Bree had already been up there about the dropping the body.
Right. Bree was
You see?
familiar with that hotel,
This
period.
crazy. This was making it crazy because I never understood why they're coming the first time entry. You enter in the front of the hotel. You never enter. How?
The
Yeah,
dark
you was
ass
already
black.
up here. You just got from the dropping Kenneka up here, so now y'all gotta go scout for her. Figure out where they put it, where they moved it to. Cause we know them people, and here me come adding this BC again. The man
So
showing somebody pulling the body. That's the only reason why would they look, they looking in Crown Plaza for the body. Looking in Crown Plaza for the body, I got somebody in Crown Plaza on the camera showing somebody had pulled the body. Not saying that that person who just demonstrating that pulled it, or the other person. I'm not saying that they did it. I'm saying that they witnessed somebody do it. I don't know who that was,
and I don't know
but
who the hell they was pulling, but they were pulling some damn body.
yes, and then don't mean it
Literally.
had to be her. But if she got dropped off at another hotel and it happens to be close, and somebody wanted to move it, they could have somebody could have seen her get moved. You see
In
what
the
I mean? If
hotel
that's her,
in the
or it could
hotel
have been somebody else.
in
Yeah.
the hotel so fucking close that it don't make no sense.
That's what I'm saying, sis. Because imagine it, I don't know how I look out the back of it as far as like to the site to the other hotel to see.
Hmm.
Can you see across the parking lot? Tight jump because I didn't work at a hotel. Like when I was working at a hotel, you could see across the parking lot to the next hotel to us and see what's going on. You know what I mean? It,
Hmm.
so so I'm not sure if that is that way, but it might be, and they may have witnessed somebody moving her that way by Bree Bree at 4 o'clock in the morning texting. We can't. Oh, that makes so much sense now because you said they were searching for 1 and 3, and then at 4 we got Bree Bree texting favors we can't find Kenneka. This crazy. This
Telling you,
crazy.
all that
So
shit
you
makes
saying
sense,
like you
don't it?
said she ain't lying right there, boy? That just fit perfect for both of these stories.
It's fucking
Go ahead.
insane. Let me play Andrea. Hold on.
Do your thing,
1
sis.
a.m. and Kenneka didn't get there till about 1:15. So that's a lie. Now, Kenneka's friends also arrived back to her residence at about 4. This is in the detective's report. Kenneka was last seen on camera at 3:32. Bree Bree admitted herself in her testimony she didn't start looking for Kenneka until 3:30. So by all accounts, she only looked for Kenneka for about 20 or 30 minutes before they left and went and took her car back to the mall. Okay? But she
Mm-hmm.
wants the person that she's texting to believe that they've been looking for 3 hours high and low, which we did not see that on the videos. Now, Irene's text messages say, quote, I swear to God, around 2 something, sent in regards to what time Kenneka left the room. Then she says, 2 something, she left out the door. This is again a text sent in regards to what time Kenneka left the room. Then she says, I ain't seen the lady since 2. So this is 3 different times in her text messages. She's saying she hasn't seen Kenneka since 2 o'clock. Now, this makes sense because Kenneka last had contact with her family at 1:30. Okay, so she got there about 1:15. She contacted her family at about 1:30. Irene says she hasn't seen her since 2 a.m. It kind of makes sense. Irene also says in her text messages, you need to stop lying. Like I said, you hoes keep switching the story up. What is the story? The story could be real or make believe. That's what a story is, okay? So we can believe that they had already talked about this story, and she's telling this other girl, you switching the story up. Now, this is still Irene's text messages. She says, first, they went back out, saw she was gone. Maya, Monifa, and Bree Bree. 3. Later in the messages, she says, Monifa and Maya left out with her, came back in without her, talking about she gone. Now we're down to 2. Then she says in her text messages, when she was in that room, she was cool. When she left with Monifa and them. So now it's just Monifa and them, whoever them is. Then she says, I don't know what happened to her.
Pause. Ashley sis, she analyzing good. Can you go? Can you just rewind it back? Cause
Yeah, I
she's
love
going
this lady,
hard.
man. I love this
Go
lady.
back. Go back into the end of Bree Bree. And actually, I just realized she was actually critiquing Bree Bree's 3 hour theory, saying that you ain't searched for Kenneka from that time that you text here to then. which we know because during that time, that's when she went to pick up Maya and all of them and got to the hotel. And then, just like Miss Andrea said, she only searched for Kenneka for 30 to 40 minutes at the most until
Yep.
Be right on
Only
point.
30 minutes before they left and went and took her car back to the mall. Okay? But she wants the person that she's texting to believe that they've been looking for 3 hours high and low, which we did not see that on the videos. Now, Irene's text messages say, quote, I swear to God, around 2 something, sent in regards to what time Kenneka left the room. Then she says, 2 something, she left out the door. This is again a text sent in regards to what time Kenneka left the room. Then she says, I ain't seen the lady since 2. So this is 3 different times in her text messages. She's saying she hasn't seen Kenneka since 2 o'clock. Now, this makes sense because Kenneka last had contact with her family at 1:30. Okay?
Who was that family member? Pause right there, sis.
She
Who was the
got
family
there.
member that Kenneka last had contact with?
We never got to the bottom of it. What they essentially ended up saying was in the statements, it's included in Leonora's statement that Kenneka texted her at 1:30. But when Leonora was asked on the news during the conference, she was talking to a reporter, and the reporter brought that up. Leonora said, "No, I didn't get a text from her. I don't know if she left the house at 11:30." So Leonora denied it being her. But I don't believe Leonora 100% because I just don't see her saying no. I would have been like, who told you that she contacted a family member? Because I don't have any information about her calling anybody. Yeah, I would want to know who she contacted because that's 2 hours after she left the house. So I want to know who that was and who gave you the information. Like she didn't ask none of that shit. But the reporter said it and it's in the case file. So somebody said it. But according to Leonora, it's not true. So I don't, that's why I said these statements ain't statements. These statements ain't statements. Like straight up and down, they just fucking not. They just not. They're not making sense. They're not making no fucking sense to me. But let's go ahead and roll the footage. It's crazy now. Shit get crazier. Oh shit, I'm at 1%. Hold on.
Okay, yeah.
My iPad about to die. Hold on. I'm gonna have to put it on my TV. Hold on. Hope y'all can hear it. So I mean, y'all be hearing my loud ass, so y'all should be able to hear this. Here we go.
Okay.
Tell me if y'all can hear this shit good enough. Hold on. Hold on, I'm about to cut it up.
This makes sense because Kenneka last had contact with her family at 1:30.
That's good.
Okay. So she got there about 1:15. She contacted her family at about 1:30. Irene says she hasn't seen her since 2 a.m. It kind of makes sense. Irene also says in her text messages, you need to stop lying. Like I said, you hoes keep switching the story.
Pause.
What is the story? The story.
Is the audio okay? Okay.
That's why I wanted you to pause it the last time when I said rewind it all the way back. You need to stop lying. You hoes keep switching it up. So somebody kept changing the narrative. And I'm thinking this is Monifa, the one with the 3 statements. She changing the narrative.
Yeah.
Shamaya said 2 statements, so that Monifa is changing Shamaya's narrative.
Yep. And Irene is like, y'all on some bullshit. Y'all. But and now mind you, Maya ain't got nothing to do with it. But it's Monifa's definitely controlling her narrative. So
And
they're
you know
going back and
why?
forth.
Because Monifa was the last one who was seen with Kenneka, so she got
Absolutely.
a vested reason to change my narrative.
Right. And Irene knows that she's the last person that was with her. And also Monifa knows that Irene and her sister them had her too last. So it's kind of a back and forth between the two of them. The battle is between Irene and Monifa. Maya and Bree not a part of this shit, y'all. They just simply not. They're just
Well, yeah,
not.
What she doing to Maya is we saw the manipulation she did to Maya. Because when Micah gave her first statement, she said the shit Monifa wanted her to say that put her ass in it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because she said we all went out there together. We, you know what I mean? We took her. She acted like she was there regular. We went. I mean, we left her out there. We came back in. And then we went back out there to look together, and she wasn't out there. And then we looked all through the top to the bottom looking for her without saying the 2 hour theory. Yeah, it's all the shit Monifa wanted you to say to try to help her ass out to not be the only one. It makes perfect sense. Monifa would coerce her to say that. Oh, Lord.
I'm sorry, y'all had got up because my somebody was at my door. Hold on a second.
It's okay. It makes perfect sense. And Monifa help Irene, not Irene, help Monifa, not Monifa, help Shemaya switch that up. You see what I'm saying? And after that, Shemaya was like, damn, you making me look like I'm involved. Hell nah, somebody her feet hit my feet, and I looked up and she was out the room. I went out there to see what was popping. And then I talked to Kenneka and she make up this big old long lie, said she gonna lie on me. And I had to lie anyway, talking about I took her out there and we went out there together. So she make up this lie about Kenneka ready to go, which is something that Monifa was saying Kenneka was ready to go, which is not so she used that part of Monifa thing inside of her lie. You see what I'm saying? And then she got herself walking back in, then Monifa coming in, then Monifa saying she's not there. So yeah, she
That's awesome.
started getting away from the stuff that Monifa told her to say to distance herself from being with Monifa at the time of Kanika's absence.
Okay, y'all. So go ahead. Let me play this. Hold on.
Or make believe that's what a story is, okay? So we can believe that they had already talked about this story, and she's telling this other girl, you're switching the story. Now, this is still Irene's text messages. She says, first, they went back out, saw she was gone. Maya, Monifa, and Bree. 3. Later in the messages, she says, Monifa and Maya left out with her, came back in without her, talking about she gone. Now we're down to 2. Then she says in her text messages, when she was in that room, she was cool when she left with Monifa in them. So now it's just Monifa in that, whoever them is. Then she says, I don't know what happened to her after she left the room with Monifa. So Irene's trying to tell us something, right? His text messages is like Twitter, like his direction.
Y'all heard what she said? She said, I don't know what happened to her when she left out the room with Monifa. It keeps dwindling down to just Kenneka and Monifa, Kenneka and Monifa. It's always going back to just the 2 of them every single fucking time. So what I'm hoping that this is doing is I'm letting you guys listen to rinse it. You guys listen to a video that Andrea made 6 years ago. This video is full of nuggets. This video is outlining Monifa's inconsistencies, as well as her admission of it just being her and Kenneka. It's also outlining Irene's story about what happened and Bree's lack of understanding of what took place. Bree saying 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, they were looking for Kenneka. Bree, you fucked the whole timeline up. But you don't know the timeline because you weren't there the night that she came up missing. That's why you don't know, baby. You just don't know. And that's what's going on. Hold on, y'all. One moment, guys. That is.
What y'all hearing from so far from
Yeah, guys. So yeah,
the
y'all can
audience?
chime in while we talk about this. Y'all chime in and tell me what y'all getting out of these consistent inconsistencies, because that's exactly what the fuck it is. What city is that? Up north? That's crazy. I know it. Anybody got anything to say about the commentary or anything that Andrea is saying right now? If not, we're gonna go ahead and just play the footage.
Yeah, they ain't say nothing. Go ahead. You mean play
Okay.
the audio? Yeah, go ahead, sis.
Okay. Got it. All right. Here we go. Straight to the point. You don't have too many words. So she went from Maya, Monifa, and Bri to Monifa and Maya to Monifa and them to just Monifa. So all signs are pointing to Monifa. So what does this tell us? This, I think, tells us that the Rosemont detectives that were investigating Kenneka Jenkins' case believed that these three girls were lying. Out of everybody in the party, out of the security guard, all the vice lords, Goody Mob, GD, BD, Renegades, whoever, Irene, Monifa, and Bri got their phones confiscated. And the detectives looked through their pictures and messages and videos. Did y'all hear that? She said Irene, Monifa, and Bri got their phones confiscated. Why in the fuck didn't Maya get a phone dump? I'm gonna tell you one more time. Because Maya's phone log would not coincide with their fucking story. And Bri was very instrumental in what was going on that night. And Maya was pretty much an innocent bystander. Take it how the fuck y'all want to take it. I ain't talking to y'all, my A1s. I'm talking about to anybody listening after the fact. You got to make this shit make sense. Why wouldn't Maya's phone log be a part of this stuff? Why? Well, I'm going to tell you why. She rang the fucking alarm. They couldn't phone dump her phone on what premise? Kenneka wasn't even technically missing yet with their precinct that she wasn't. So she didn't do a phone dump. Bri's phone dump was a partial phone dump. Just between her and Favorite from 11 something until after that. What about prior to 11? Why did they go back until 3 or 4 in the afternoon on Kenneka and Monifa, but only did 11 for Bri? They didn't want y'all to know what the fuck Bri was up to before she agreed to come move her body. It's obvious. Once you understand, it's obvious. I think that is a testament to the fact that even the detectives didn't believe them when they told their stories. Kenneka's mother also told the dispatch the very next day when she was looking for her daughter that she didn't believe the stories that the girls told her when they returned the car. Okay? There's a reason why you can't believe Monifa's story. It's because you don't know which one to believe because she's told 3 different stories. So there's no way to believe Monifa right now because. Would you like to know why she told 3 different stories, guys? Mm-hmm. Notice she said 3. Out West, Marriott, Crown Plaza. 3 different stories, 3 different locations. I hope y'all following. We don't know what her story is. It just keeps changing. She's running around on YouTube talking about she don't owe us no story. That she told Kenneka's mom what she told her. She told the police what she told them, and she don't need to answer no more questions. Okay. I think it's important to note that Bri wasn't in the room because. Did you hear what she said? She said, I think it's very important to note that Bri wasn't in the room. And she's not talking about Crown Plaza. Listen, please. I don't know what her story is. It just keeps changing. She's running around on YouTube talking about she don't owe us no story. That she told Kenneka's mom what she told her. She told the police what she told them, and she don't need to answer no more questions. Okay.
Um, I think it's important to note that Brittany wasn't in the room because when Irene's putting her there, they went back out and saw she was gone. Maya, Monifa, and Bree. How did Bree become involved? Bree saying that she learned about Kenneka being missing after the fact, after she returned to the room. So there's some things that aren't adding up there. So Irene says she last seen Kenneka around 2. That's a 1.5-hour gap from the time that Kenneka is seen later on the cameras in the hallways. So that's what's missing, is that hour and a half gap. That's what we're looking for. What happened between 2 and 3:30? I think it's also important to note that they arrived back at Kenneka's house by 4 a.m. And Kenneka was last seen on video at 3:32. So that's just not a lot of time that they spent looking for her. So saying that they searched high and low, et cetera, et cetera.
Say it again, bro.
Right, she said the last time supposedly Kenneka, seen on that footage is 3 something.
Uh-huh.
And
3:30.
but they right back at their mama house at 4 o'clock. At 4, you at the mama house. How long does it take to get from Crown Plaza to Miss Teresa house?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. So 3:30, the last time Kenneka seen on camera, y'all already left heading to her mom. That's what she's saying. That don't seem right.
Ain't none of this shit right, baby.
Yeah, so to me that shows you that it's a reenactment. Because if she's sitting here walking around the hotel, what the hell they doing? Going to go tell her mama that she can't be found when she right on footage right there.
Right. And then like Samson just said, Crown Plaza footage was way after that. Yes, we got them run through the parking lot at 5 a.m. I'm telling you right now, if it was 5 a.m.
Yeah, exactly.
If it
They
was 5
already took
a.m.
that. They already done got dropped off the car to the mom and all.
the
They
same
run through-
look, the same way Maya at the police department and at the hotel. Y'all have to realize that this footage clearly was
oh,
not shot where
hey,
when
sis,
when they said it.
what else also makes total sense? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there, baby.
Okay, all right. What also makes so much sense is at 4 o'clock. At 4, where when they already there at Miss Teresa house, that explains why Maya's able to be at what's name to give the statement. They already at what's name. They out of the
Yeah.
dang. Is that the same night? That's it. That's the same night for the statement. Am I right? Oh,
Well, if the footage is to be believed, then Maya would have made the phone call at 3:45 to come get her. So it still would have made them leave Crown Plaza before that. So this
yeah.
timeline is still fucked up.
Man, they out of there, man. This all this junk out of that junk is shambles. The footage is terrible. Man, we know they at home at 4 o'clock and Miss Teresa on the way. It's all messed up. The footage is terrible.
The
The
footage is
footage is
terrible.
terrible. You only can use the footage based off if you know the storyline prior to the footage is ever existing. That's the only way
Right.
you can use the footage.
You have to
Besides that, you can't know
you
the
have
if you
to
don't know the storyline before, you can't. You know what I mean? You can't use it to help you. Because
no.
then you look at you once you know what really happened, then you can use the footage to undress the cover up. You know what I mean? That's it.
Absolutely. That's
That's
all the
all you can
footage
do
can
for me.
do. The footage can give you the reassurance that what they're saying isn't true.
Yeah.
The statements give you the reassurance that what they're talking about is not consistent. So you have to find a consistency in inconsistencies, and there in between lies the truth. And you have to follow the process through. You just got to follow the process through. I know what I said might have sound crazy, and I probably can't even repeat what the fuck I said. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is I look for a pattern in anything to catch a rhythm. I like to catch a beat, a rhythm. I kind of want to know what's going on. I don't like being in the dark. I want to know. I just want to know all the time. I want to be in the know. So I paid attention to everything that they said, even when it didn't make sense. And then what started to happen was the shit that didn't make sense started making sense. And that's when I realized, I said, oh my gosh, this is three different things. It's the party out west, it's the real party, the Marriott, and it's the reenactment. And Timothy Delaney, to Timothy, Thugger 30 is everywhere. I ain't letting up off of him, y'all. I'm sorry he gone. That boy died horribly. He died bad. It was horrible what happened to him. And I hate that he went like that. I would have loved for that motherfucker to be here right now. Really, for real, for real. But he didn't. He didn't even live a year. He died less than a year. He died 4 days shy of Kenneka's death anniversary. He was gone. Zach died 9 months after Kenneka passed away. Jay Money gone. Everybody just fucking dead. And this is what happens in Chicago. This happens in Chicago. The death toll and the death rate of what's going on is something that happens consistently in Chicago. It's not like funny or they try to say Kenneka's revenge and all this, that, and the third. I would love to think Kenneka's energy is hunting everybody down. But Slick, I can't even credit her with that. What I'm telling y'all is the city is fucked up. People are fucked up in the city. Everything is bad and wrong. And the bottom line is we're just trying to get to the truth. And if people would just listen to the message and not be so concerned with who's giving the message, and if you have anything that contradicts anything that we're saying, by all means, provide it to us. Because at the end of the day, we just want to help Kenneka. That's it. I don't know how to keep saying that. I mean, I know how to keep saying it, but I don't know how to reach some people. But at this point, I'm unapologetic. I don't give a fuck no more. I don't care who get on here and say I'm lying or trying to do that and the third. I ain't asking for nobody for no bread. So what am I doing? What am I really doing to anybody if I ain't milking nobody? What am I really doing? Am I milking y'all spiritually? Clearly fucking not, because it's a battle. It's a constant battle even communicating with people on this shit. I'm not getting an abundant amount of support. I got y'all over here, the people that keep coming, the real people that's really trying to figure out what happened to her. And it's a handful of y'all. And I know who y'all are. And the motherfuckers that come thinking I don't know, good luck trying to trick me. I pick up on shit. I swear I do. But I ain't here for that. I'm here for her. And I got to keep telling myself over and over again, no matter what goes on, I keep reminding myself that nothing happened to you, Slay. You alive. Your kids alive. Everybody's good. You breathing like a motherfucker. You fine. You moving around. Everything with you is good. This people had something happen traumatic to them, and this girl's life was lost. And I don't understand why people can't come together to try to figure out what happened. I tell you, people got different itineraries. They going different places. We all ain't on the same quest. We just ain't. And I'm understanding that now. But I'm grateful, brother, that I found you. I'm grateful I found you, because at least I know one fucking thing. You want to help Kenneka too.
Okay.
So that's all that's it. That's all I'm trying to say. Now, what I want to do right now is I wanted to recap a couple of the theories behind why they said she got killed, because it's just on this paper and it's in my face right now. And I just want to read it because I got my little book in front of me.
Okay.
I want to give y'all the multitude of reasons why they said Kenneka got killed. Now, mind you, it's a lot more than this. I just got 14 on this paper, but it's way more than this, because I did like 20, I think, on the live. But I want you guys to understand and hear the justification about what happened to Kenneka and why they're saying this baby lost her life. They said she was gang stalked. So some gang retaliated her and wanted to stalk her online and physically and run her crazy, pretty much. Just fucking with her bed and just run up the wall, and eventually it killed her. They said that she witnessed the murder of someone in the neighborhood. Some girl named, some Holmes girl, some Shanika Holmes girl. They got shot and killed, brazenly killed, like 20-something shots in broad daylight. Kenneka witnessed that murder, so they came back on her for that reason. They said she stole Rico money. Rico had some bread he left Kenneka with, which sounds kind of weird because he had just gotten locked up. He's supposed to be with Mariah, but he gives Kenneka the money and she steals it. That shit sounds stupid, but let's just keep going. Then they
Mm-hmm.
said Mariah set her up because Mariah was jealous of her because she was with Rico and Rico wanted to be with her instead of Mariah. Okay, whatever. Then they said Teresa killed her. Her mama just was out to kill her for whatever reason, jealous of her, whatever the case may be. Then they said Ty Rowland's family retaliated against her. So retaliation attempt for some shit that her brother-in-law Yodi did to Ty's brother that they came back on her. Then they said Bill Murray Caddyshack shit with Selena Gomez and organ harvesting. Then they said Teresa was a madam and they were selling cat. Then they said Kenneka was just a prostitute just selling cat on Backpage. Then they said Kenneka wasn't dead and she's in witness protection. Then they said it was two Kennekas. One bitch died and one didn't die. Then they said she left with some man and went off on the island with Zach TV. Then they said she was one of the Fowler twins, Ivan and Arnisha Fowler. Then they said she was playing the role of a rape victim and actually died. How many motherfucking ways can you lie on one person?
Mm.
That's just 14. I actually got like 20 something.
Mm. Mm. Somebody was doing a smear campaign.
Trying to justify a nigga that came home from jail that just wanted to have sex and shit went too far.
Mm-hmm. Mm. So,
That's what happened. Kenneka was a victim of some shit that went too far. Not her mama, not a retaliation plot, not a death plot. She ain't witnessed nobody dead. It wasn't her brother's. Oh, I'm sorry, Kenny. Oh, and I gotta put that on the paperwork. They said Kenny had beef with somebody. So I'm gonna put Kenny on here because I forgot to add him to this. Kenny previous beef is what got her fucked up. They said that too.
mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to tell y'all is this shit can go on and on for the end to the end of time. I don't know what nobody got going on and why they doing this to this girl or why this is all happening. This is not no motherfucking psyop. This girl is actually dead. It's one Kenneka. She does belong to her mother, Teresa Martin. She's a bio mother. This shit went bad for this girl, and I don't know why this is sensationalized and how it is, but this girl really did die, and it's some fuck shit going on. And all I'm telling y'all is this a bigger plot going on. There's more shit that went on this weekend. This girl's death was a part of something way bigger, and I think somebody backdoored somebody, and that's how Teresa got paid.
Mm. Mm-mm.
But that's how that goes down.
Mm-mm.
But we've been on here for 2 hours. It's 2:10 at this point. Does anybody have any questions? I know you guys probably got something planned for y'all's day or whatever the case may be. I don't know what
Mm-hmm.
y'all got planned, but I ain't ate jack shit today. And I'm not even hungry. I don't even know why I'm not hungry. I'm gonna have to eat something at some point. I'm just totally not hungry right now, and I don't even know why. But I'm gonna figure something out and see where we're gonna go to the river or not. But does anybody have any questions or anything before we conclude this live? We definitely coming back because bro said he available and I'm gonna be available in a little while too. So we coming back.
Yeah, I'm definitely available, sis. So y'all get yourselves up, get everything together, get your questions ready for this next live. We go over this live again and make sure everything you got all your questions, everything ready. Because we coming back with more fire tonight. Salute, y'all.
Yep, and it's gonna be my focus is Bree Bree's ass, y'all. I'm just on Bree Bree right now.
Heard.
She
Breathe
got
it
some
is.
explaining to do. She got some explaining to do. But you guys enjoy your day. We're gonna be back in a couple of hours. Hopefully not that many. If you guys can come back, it'd be appreciated. And yeah, we'll be back. It'll be round 2 for today. We're trying to make up for lost times. We was gone a minute, had stuff going on, but we back. We back in full force. So y'all enjoy your Father's Day. People eat something good, whatever the case may be. Whoever don't eat meat, don't eat none. Salad eaters, whatever. But I'm gonna give me something. But
Mm-hmm.
we'll be back. We'll be back in a few hours, sooner than y'all think, y'all.
Heard.
All right, bro.
POP.
POP. POP. Hold it down,
Hold it
y'all. I
down.
appreciate y'all. Thanks.
Yeah.